My name is Haley Mills. I live in Miles City, Montana. Judge Gary Day is a family district court judge. He supports corruption through the Department of Family Social Services. He supports any decision that through DFS makes and forwards to him in order to bring revenue to the county of Custer County. Okay. My 14-year-old son, he is a minor, and the family court judge mentioned is working for DFS instead of for justice. Judge Gary Day has violated the constitutions, which is the Fourth and the 14th Amendment, in order to facilitate wrongdoings and obtain more federal money at the expense of my son and other people's children's lives. The court is fully aware, as is DFS, that under their program I have successfully completed everything that was asked of me, the biological mother. The state, through Judge Day, has in a sense kidnapped my son and other children with no just cause and are removing my son out of the state of Montana, where he will not be around any family or any other means of support. This action is allowed by the courts, is appalling, detrimental, causing my son depression, anxiety, and the entertainment of suicidal thoughts, which DFS and the courts are fully aware of. Family court judges, i.e. Judge Gary Day, spent little to no time permitting testimony or evidence to be submitted from the doctors, healthcare workers, mental health specialists, or any authority that could validate the reunification of my family. Instead, family courts are corrupted, relying solely on state-hired contracted doctors on the state's payroll, and they willfully ignored with prejudice any and all licensed doctors and are not on state's payroll. I can name DFS workers, foster parents, and group homes my son was placed in where he did not feel safe. My son had a nervous breakdown and is now in a mental hospital, Deaconess Hospital in Billings, Montana. And because of my son's nervous breakdown, he has been being sent to Utah to a residential treatment center because Eric Barnagoski, head of the DFS department in Miles City, says there is no place in the state of Montana to help my son. The hospital where my son is now has not even involved my son's doctor that my son has been seeing for almost 3 years or longer. The hospital will not even listen to my son's mental health counselor here in Miles City, Montana. If you want names, I will give you names. I have had no legal representation during any of this due to my public attorney, Stacy Sampson, has been out on vacation and left no one in charge to take my case. My son also has a public defender that has done nothing to help my son. His name is Joe Raffiani. My son has wrote grievance letters on how he has been treated also. Thank you for your time. I will give you a list of names. Grant Larson, Eric Barnagoski, they are in charge of DFS here in Miles City. The Billings Psychiatric Ward at the Billings Hospital in Billings. Public Defender Stacy Sampson, Public Defender Joe Raffiani, District Attorney Wyatt Glade and Joni O.J., and Judge Gary Day. Also, Grant Larson is not able to see his children due to a restraining order, and Eric Barnagoski has 2 sons that raped a girl in high school here in Miles City, Montana, and there is a restraining order and a lawsuit on him. And these 2 people are allowed to make decisions on how to take care of my son or anyone else's children for that matter. This needs to be looked into. This is something very serious. Instead of everybody sitting around doing nothing, we need to help our children, not lock our children up and throw away the key. Our children are our future.